Watson, a well-connected Freemason, proclaimed, quote, world peace through world trade, end quote, in 1937, while in Berlin to be named president of the International Chamber of Commerce. In that same year, President Franklin D. Roosevelt named Watson U.S. Commissioner General to the International Exposition in Paris, and Hitler created a special medal for Watson called the Merit Cross of the German Eagle with Star, to, quote, honor foreign nationals who made themselves deserving of the German Reich, end quote. Quote, it ranks second in prestige only to Hitler's German Grand Cross, end quote, noted Edwin Black. Quote, since the war, IBM has obstructed or refused to cooperate with virtually every major independent author writing about its history, according to numerous published introductions, prefaces, and acknowledgments, end quote, he added. That's from Jim Marr's great book, The Rise of the Fourth Reich, The Secret Societies That Threatened to Take Over America. It's a Harper Lux book. It's a very good book. I highly recommend it to anyone that's interested in looking at the hidden history behind things. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. Just a quick note to note the passing of Gary Coleman. I'm sure a lot of my viewers around my age will remember fondly the show Different Strokes that Gary Coleman was in. And I just wanted to say that that's part of my childhood, sadly past, and just wanted to note that I did enjoy that show, and it's always, you know, it's like an age check for you, you know, how close am I to death now when somebody else dies, especially when it's someone that you really enjoyed when you were a child. So anyway, just wanted to make a note there. Sad passing of Gary Coleman today. Let's talk about BP, Top Kill, and President Barry Soetoro. Barry Soetoro had his first news conference in months. And this is from the fucking transparent presidency. The president who will be so transparent it will be like looking at a glass figure with the light shining through. Of course, the light of heaven through the glass-like messiah of Barry fucking Soetoro. Well, of course, that's turned out to be anything but the truth, correct? Supposedly, he and his team have been on top of this BP oil disaster since day one. Now, if in fact that's the case, if what he told us in that media extravaganza is true, then I can only say, what the fuck have you been doing, Mr. Soetoro? What experts have you been contacting? What people have been advising you on your level of involvement and on what you are doing to respond to this crisis? Are they Bozo the fucking clown? Jackass the dummy? Well, they must be. Because whatever the federal government has done in this case has been few and far between with effort. And too little, too late. So, Mr. Soetoro, if you have been on top of this from day one, then everybody should be fucking pissed at you. Even more so than BP, which they deserve to be fucking really pissed at for allowing this fucking disaster to proceed to the point that it has proceeded to. But you, sir, supposedly having all of the greatest experts available to you, fail to act in a timely manner and fail to do anything to address the growing crisis. At least anything that does any fucking good. So, right now it looks like Top Kill is working. The mud gushing into the The oil well head seems to be slowing and stopping the oil and gas from coming out. But of course, we don't know for sure yet. And of course, you know, this is only the very beginning of an incredible problem here. Now, Barry Soetoro and his team of experts are useless. They're useless in this particular instance, and they're useless in anything else that they have done or said. Because if he's been on top of this, he has done the worst fucking job I have ever seen. Right up there with President Bush and Katrina. Because this entire scenario is far from over. There's a lot of oil still out there that yet has to go somewhere. And it has yet to cause tremendous ecological damage. So, you know what? F grade to you, Barry Soetoro. You really fucked up big time. Now, if only some people will get it through their head that, yeah, you got to be mad at BP. They really fucked this whole thing up really bad. But you know what? When you have Barry Soetoro come on TV and tell you that he's been on top of this and has been in charge since day one, and that his administration has been approving and or telling BP what to do, who is the ultimate fucking responsible party? Now, I just happened to see in the House, which took its break for Memorial Day, that they passed a bill greatly pared down because a lot of Democrats are unwilling to spend money to, help people and give people, you know, maybe some financial relief because they don't have, you know, new revenue to back this up. And a lot of this was money that was supposed to go to states who are all struggling mightily. Now, I've noted before that fiscal responsibility and belt tightening when it comes to the federal government at this point in time is nothing but a big fuck you, to me, to families who are all suffering because of the economic disaster precipitated by the fucking financial sector in this fucking country and around the world. And when Congress and Bush and Barry Soetoro all voted to bail out these motherfucking banks with hundreds of billions of dollars in our fucking tax dollars, as well as printed up from imaginary space money, the Federal Reserve, which has pumped trillions of dollars into the finance system in this country, and now they can't even pass a bill in Congress that would give a little bit, a pittance of fucking financial relief to actual people, because all of a sudden they want to be fiscally fucking responsible. Well, fuck you, Congress. I'm sick of this shit. I really am. I want one of these motherfuckers to tell me how you can vote for hundreds of billions of dollars to go for fucking banks, to prevent them from going into bankruptcy, and you can't spare a few fucking dimes for fellow human fucking beings in this country. Shove your fiscal fucking responsibility and think about doing your duty to fucking people and families in this fucking country. And that goes for you too, Barry fucking Soetoro. Thank you. Good night.